Who's who? Wonderful, you're here. Ever since the incident in the Ruby Sea, I've kept a line of communication with the Confederacy. And they just reported something you'll be interested to hear. Apparently, a man impersonating the distinguished Lord of Doma was recently exposed. One of the Lord's retainers saw through the pretender's facade while he was attempting to stir up trouble in the Dolman Enclave. The impersonator then reportedly transformed into a hawk and fled. Clearly, our quarry now nested Doma. I'd like to resume our hunt immediately, but I'm not sure where he may go after his failure in the Enclave. Do any locations come to mind? A town called Yanxia. A town in Yanxia called Nami. Nami? You say? That sounds promising. The extent of your knowledge is truly remarkable, Ron. And without further ado, let's make our way there and see if the residents have noticed any unusual activities. Gather info. Gather info. More info. Gathering. I should open this before I start it. Gotta open the soda of ginger ale. Have there been any quarrels of late? Well, yes, actually, just the other day, the two of us were at each other's throats over a persimmon. She was only supposed to eat half, but she went and gobbled the whole thing. In the end, she purchased this one by way of apology, so I let bygones be bygones. What's that? This isn't the sort of quarrel you're speaking of? Trouble? None that I can think of for a blessing. Oh, it's been peaceful. By the Kami's grace, our quiet village has not seen strife since the Imperials were ousted. There has been news, however, of a man impersonating Lord Hien at the Enclave. As I am told, when Lord Hien voiced intentions to invade Nagisa, all present grew weary of the individual. None more so than Lady Yugiri, who saw through the farce immediately. After he was exposed, the villain fled the scene with haste. Unfortunately, efforts to find him have not borne fruit. Thank goodness for Thank goodness for Yugiri. What do you think she's about? Sorry. None of the residents I spoke with reported anything out of the ordinary. How did you fare? No, nothing. And it seems the villain is not here. He have gone. Oh, maybe he's closer than anything. Oh, what are you doing here? A friend of yours? Don't hang your head like we're strangers. We just met moments ago, remember? You asked me how to reach the House of the Fierce. You're lost, aren't you? I understand your embarrassment, but I'll tell you the way again. Listen carefully. Wait! You're saying you saw us before? Follow the descending paths leading north out of the village until you see a small pond, and simply dive in and swim. The House of the Fierce will be on the other side. Could he have been pierced and eaten you this time? This doesn't bode well. Much obliged, sir. Great. I was waiting for this moment. I was waiting for you to free me. It's not the first time. It's not the first. It's not the first time. It's not the first time that's happened. It's never been the first time. I've had literally my dark self literally take the form of me. So. Just how far must we swim to reach this place? I dare say my days spent in the lakes back home are about to come in handy. Let's hope so. Well, yeah. What the heck am I saying? Well, that's just. Friends, it's come to my attention that the Khan of the Aziz Steppes, mighty Orinor tribe conspires in the shadows to invade Doma. Oh, God! We must not give them the chance. Invasion would mean all-out war. One solution. Under the cover of darkness, we must assassinate the Khan. Only with his death can this reverse it. What the fuck? Ron, I would never say that. They grow weary. Perhaps I should observe my targets more carefully. With all due respect, these allegations must be brought before Lord Hiei. It is imperative we receive his instruction before acting. That would be playing right into the Orio's hand? After all, an impersonator. Disguised as Lord Hiei and was but recently exposed. There's a spy, there could be no question. Yet the spy has fled. The whereabouts unknown. They could be anywhere and anyone and anywhere. They could be anyone and anywhere. Schemes as we speak. Decisive action must be taken. I came to you. So the impersonator of Lord Hiei was but part of the Orion's grand scheme. But why would those who fought alongside us for Doma's liberation conspire to invade? Forgive me, but you do not seem yourself, Ronald. Something isn't right. Because I am desperate. A shadow looms over Doma. And only with your help can I take away its dark payoff. Please lend me your strength. I would never say that. I would never be desperate. Our honored friend risked his life and limb to see Doma free, yet you him with suspicion and doubt? If he says we must act first to prevent greater bloodshed, then we must act. It is true he has never led us astray. Brothers and sisters, let us join hands with Ronald once more to drive back the shadow. This shadow rising over the... Yeah, you're gonna have to... Wow! I didn't think I was desperate. Look at me, I'm disappointed in all of you. What is the meaning of this? It's the infernal spy. Quickly kill him before he can escape. You sound nothing like me. Charade ends here. It's you. Such persistent vermin. You're not getting away this time. Don't you fire that bow. Here of all places. Poor Namasu. Oh my god! Are you truly the foremost fighter in your village? The problem appears to be your aim and not the bow. Pathetic. You're nothing like that other girl. What was her name? Ah, yes. Mitoka. She was fearsome, that one, right up until the moment I drove my blade into her back. What is this? Don't tell me you've been masquerading around as Utoka herself. After all, that would make you no better than me, hiding behind the name of another who won't erase the blame you bear for everything that happened. Wow. I'm sorry, I swear I'll explain everything to you later. For now, we should apprise these men and women of the situation. To think he can transform into anyone, a truly fearsome ability. I shall alert Lord Hien of this to this threat immediately. Rest assured that all Adoma will be on alert. I was completely fooled. I have no words to express my shame. Upon speaking with you again, I realized that though the impostor assumed your guise, he had neither your spirit nor your grace. Forgive me. I would not fall for such a farce again. May I have a word? The man impersonating you earlier, I recognized his face anywhere. Without a doubt, he is Samidare, a childhood friend. You know him? Please, you must tell us everything. I have known Samiri nearly my entire life. We learned the shinobi arts together, you see. Roughly 25 years ago, we engaged in our first battle as proud ninja, defending Doma against the Empire's invasion. With every fiber in our being, we met their mighty magic tech with nimble ninjutsu. As if moved by our resolve, the mighty the guardian of Doma, Tamamo Gozen, appeared on the field of battle to aid our cause. Oh, hey. Yet our efforts were for naught. The Empire's might fell upon Doma like a hammer, and we were crushed beneath her overwhelming force. The occupation began soon thereafter, and so too did my work from the shadows. While I devoted myself to resisting the Empire in secret, I was conscripted to their army, and forced to become an Imperial spy. I understand he served them well, fanning the flames of war in faraway lands, through rumor and manipulation. Indeed, as far back as I can recall, he had excelled in the skill of subterfuge. It was only after the prisoner exchange that he returned to Doma at long last. But he was a changed man. He could find no joy or solace in the peace he once fought to secure for our nation. Instead, he sought to disrupt it, because it's all he knows now. You're asking a guy to suddenly change after years and years and years of just doing something else that he was forced to do over and over. War had taught me the truth of this world. Chivalry is but a farce to hide man's savagery, and I'll prove it here in dear Doma. The fool I am, I thought he was jesting. Only later, when I discovered the web of lies he spun to turn folks against one another, realized he meant every word. I tried to confront him, but he fled Doma before I had the chance. Nevertheless, I searched his home afterwards and discovered a missive from an organization called the Passage of the Unbounded. I have it with me here. Dear elusive Samidare, we extend our deepest gratitude for your interest in joining the Passage of the Unbound. With each passing day, our secret order draws closer to its goals, and we shall require exceptional talent for what lies ahead. Bearing these needs in mind, we have decided to welcome you into the fold. To celebrate the start of the auspicious future together, we invite you to meet your colleagues in Toyolo, and have enclosed your ticket within. Exceptional talent, exceptional egos. More like the passage of the unbound, kept a watchful eye on nations far and wide to recruit cutthroats like Samadair, who only follow their own desires. Upon his arrival in Tyrol, Samadair's ambitions guided him to my home, where he stole the Dreamweave cocoon and set out to use it for his own twisted ends. I'm afraid that appears to be the way of it. In all likelihood, it is the passage of the Unbound which alerted him to this Dreamweave cocoon's existence. Today, Samadair attempted to incite war between Doma and the Azim Steppe by wearing the face of our dearest ally, you. Your timely appearance prevented the worst from happening, but so long as he could alter his form and face at will, who can say what tomorrow may bring? His years as a secret operative have made him a master of reading people. Should he decide to study his target before taking their form, I fear his scheme may not be discovered until it's already too late. Please be careful, and may the Kami bless and keep you. Attempting to find Samadair now would be a fruitless endeavor. He could be any bird in the sky or any beast roaming the wild. Let us return to Kagami. I'll reveal everything to you there, I promise. What was that? Okay, so it's gonna take 20 for these. 20, which is not good. I'm grateful for your help today. Once again, I let our price slip away. The only silver lining is that we know who he is now. But more importantly, I apologize for deceiving you. As Samadair said, I'm not the greatest hunter of my homeland. I am not Itoka. I kind of figured something was up. I'm Kyuki. I hail from the same village as Itoka, and I too am a hunter, but only in name. You see my aim for yourself. Yet most shameful of all is that it's my fault. The Dreamweave cocoon was stolen. Normally, it is enshrined in the deepest recesses of our home. Only Itoka had leave to wield it. The forest provides shelter and subsistence to many, and not all we share its bounty for friendly. When great beasts threaten our home, the cocoon's power may be used to protect our lives. Yet I used it for my own foolish desires. I couldn't take it anymore. I was a hunter, yet could barely catch prey large enough to feed myself. I was forced to wash clothes, prepare meals, and tune bows. Just once I wanted to be acknowledged. I wanted to feel pride. I used the cocoon's power to transform myself into Itoka. With our dexterity and finesse, I finally caught prey befitting a true hunter. And as I carried my prize home, he appeared. I found him collapsed in the middle of a beaten path. I never had reason to mistrust someone before. So I approached to nurse his wounds, yet the moment I drew close, he knocked the cocoon from my grasp and struck me unconscious. He was long gone by the time I awoke. I confessed my sins to the village elder, and in her boundless grace, she forgave me. But I could not forgive myself. I left home that very eve in secret to pursue the thief, all the way to Kugane. After several days of fruitlessly scouring the city, who should I see but Itoka as our most exceptional hunter? It came as no surprise the elder had charged her with recovering the cocoon. She was astonished to see me, of course. I had told no one of my actions. I feared she would send me home, but when I expressed to her my shame, my anger, she consoled me, and told me we would find the cocoon together, and I was certain we would, until the day that duplicitous bastard killed her. You appeared soon after her passing. I thought with someone as strong as you at my side, maybe, just maybe, I could avenge her, so I lied. Like Samidare said, I'm no better than he is. I'm an imposter, but my desires to reclaim the cocoon is every bit as strong as Hitoko's was. I am so sorry for lying to you, Ronald. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me and continue to aid me in reclaiming the dream where you killed Cocoon. Ah. I had my suspicions and faith. Thank you. I know with you at my side, I can keep my promise to Hitoka. For now, I'll remain vigilant for any news regarding conflict in the region. Please do pay me a visit when you find a moment to spare. I'm counting on you. Well, that took 1,000 years. Cornered prey. Are we the cornered prey, or is he? Ronald, I'm so relieved to see you. I thought you might resent me for lying to you, that you might refuse to lend me your help again. But I told you I would help. I'd certainly be hard-pressed to reclaim the cocoon alone in this foreign land. I truly meant what I said before. I'm counting on you, though I'm ashamed to admit it. When I first arrived here, I was nearly swindled out of an heirloom by a talking catfish. Huh. I wonder if it's the same one you keep almost hitting. I've been scouring the city for a shop to pawn my choker, so I can secure room and board, you see. When the catfish approached me, claiming they'd buy the necklace for a fair price, offered me a handful of coin that glittered like gold. I was about to accept the offer when Itoka appeared. In mere moments, she discerned that the catfish's currency was counterfeit and ended the transaction then and there. She dragged me to the markets afterward and pawned her own necklace to secure lodging for the both of us. From the moment she arrived, Itoka took care of everything. What I'm trying to say is, I can't do anything on my own. I'm reckless and impulsive, and I'm just very glad to have you by my side. It's been some time, my friends. Pray forgive my sudden visit, but I come bearing urgent tidings. Ah, we spoke with you at the house of the Fierce. What brings you all this way? I was able to make contact with Semidare. I told him I was willing to make amends and join my oldest friend in exposing the lies in people's hearts. He responded most secretly and bade me meet him in secret. I don't like this. Wait, really? Did he say where? At Hell's Lid. I had a mind to lay an ambush for him, but not knowing the extent of the powers he wields, I thought it best to ask help. And so, I come here to beg your aid, Ronald. Your strength and valor are unequaled. We cannot apprehend Semidare without you. We may never get another chance to catch him unawares like this. There's no time to lose. Forgive me for speaking plain, Huntress. I fear we would only be a hindrance to Arnold when the fighting begins. Let us go to Hell's Lid by skiff and meet him after the village is subdued. Oh, I take your point. You're right. Without us there to distract him, Arnold can focus wholeheartedly on the battle. Sorry, would you mind going it alone? We'll be there as soon as we can. Okay, this sounds like a trap. I don't think that's him. Yeah, it sounds like a trap. Because you want to know how? Nobody ever leaves me to my own devices, okay? Everybody likes to get involved in everything I try and do. No matter who you are. There's no such thing as just sending me in to deal with the problem. No, there isn't. Never in this game. There's never been a situation like that. Never. Never. It's always been, let's just join him, and so he doesn't go in alone. Knowing that in the end, I'm the only one that deals with this. Oh, shark. Shark! Ah, shark. Shark bait. Why Hell's Lid, though? That's what I'd like to know. Because Hell's Lid is where the four lords are. I know, Samidari. Perhaps his lair is further ahead? There is no lair here. It's all been a lie! You know, an unsettling presence. Whoa! What? Now I'm confused. I'm gonna be honest. Nowhere to be found. There's naught to do but await their companion's arrival. They've got 10 minutes. Hey, you alright? That's not. I came as soon as... Oh, is the battle over already? Where's Sammy there? I was attacked. I was ambushed by a group of red Kojin. What? So this was a trap? Wait, over there. Well, we know who the fake is. The one with the twin blades. Thank goodness I made it. After all that time I spent in that old Kojin shell, convincing his underlings to attack you. blade was mere ilms from the skin of your back, lass. A miraculous plan gone to waste. It seems I underestimated your strength. Veiled huntress's tenacity. I dare say I'm outmatched, but no common beast I might make a kid stand against you. I must contemplate your depths with more care, more rigor. Look forward to our next meeting. Forgive me. Needed to catch my breath. Severi's friend was the villain himself. As soon as the skiff made it to the open sea, he threw me overboard. I damn near had to swim like a fish to make it here in time. He made me into a fool again. He waylaid me before using a similar ruse. By the time I figured out what Itoka was already. I always wondered how a craven like Semidare was able to kill her, our greatest hunter, and now I know. When Itoka felt the blade in her back and turned to see the face of her killer, she saw me. I'm glad I was able to prevent history from repeating itself. I don't want to lose you too. We should return to Kugane. Semidare, they have planted more than one trap for us here. Oh, that was fast. Oh, we're done already. Let's go. Yeah, just make them quick like this and we'll be good to go. These quests tend to take 15-20 minutes if you're reading it all. I feared the worst as I rushed to reach you. The moment Seminary was in sight, I charged without thinking, which in retrospect was probably for the best. I tried to shoot him from afar with my bow. I might have missed, or worse, yet hit you instead. In any case, I'm just relieved you're safe. I promise to be more wary from now on, particularly of familiar faces. It hardly needs saying, but remember to keep your guard up as well. For now, I will resume my efforts to gather information about Semidare's whereabouts. You'll be the first to know once I have a lead. Imposter syndrome. Good to see you, Rano. Or should I say, Semidare? There's only one way to be sure. I need you to tell me something only you and I would know. When I used the cocoon to take on the Toko's form, what creature did I hunt? You never told me. You never told me. It's really you. Ah, that's a relief indeed. I never told you that my arrow struck a great wild boar, a prize for any hunter. Semidare is the only one who ever saw it. Sorry for doubting you, but I could think of no better way to expose him if he attempted to impersonate you again. I have to remain vigilant, after all, even though no news of his plots has reached me as of late. From here to Yangxia, people are on high alert for a many-faced agitator within their midst, and not even a stray cat is beyond scrutiny. While Semidare can no longer act so brazenly, I'm afraid this means his trail's gone cold. I have a feeling he's in the Azim steppe. We also have another problem. When he pushed me into the Ruby Sea, the remedy I carried was soaked in salt water. I'm afraid it's no longer effective. No doubt his plan from the start was to eliminate the one means we had of undoing the cocoon's mimicry. We're at a disadvantage too great to ignore. That's why I intend to synthesize a new batch. I was just about to go procure the necessary agreements from the supplier when you arrived. Why don't you join me? Um, Oh, wait. No. Gotta cross the bridge. It's been a while since I've been in Kugana, so this is kind of crazy. I've never heard of such materials. Where are they found? Deep in the forests of Tyrol, a land beyond the Great Sea and far, far to the west of here. Tyrol? I'm afraid my supply chain does not extend quite that far. I feared as much. It doesn't help that the materials can only be harvested when the season is right. Even were I to return home now, I doubt I could find what we need. We have no choice but to give up on the revenue. I'm sorry, now we're at the mercy of Samadier's cunning. We could do something else. Hello there. Tell me, have you any salves that might ease my aching back? So this isn't the apothecary. Where are your spectacles? Oh yes, how could I forget? Ah, much better, huh? Sometimes I forget that I'm as blind as a bat without these. Forgive me, sure. It's him. Maybe. No, it's not him. Excuse me, but do those bits of glass covering your eyes help you see better? Well, yes. Are you unfamiliar with spectacles? I've seen folks wearing them before, but I always thought they were decorative, like my choker. Tell me, where can I procure a pair of my own? Ah! Yamabuki is your man. He has a breadth of artisan contacts who ensure you receive a pair fine-tuned to your specifications. You'll find his shop on this very street. I'll look for him, thank you. Oh, maybe she has eye problems. That's why her aim is so bad. I'm sorry, you must be completely bewildered. I thought a failure of a hunter like me would never be able to aid you in battle. But I've just come to the realization there's hope yet. But let's not crowd this stall any longer. Care to join me over there? Ever since I was a child, I had trouble seeing things from afar. That's why my aim with the bow is so poor. Oh, you're... What is it? It's not normal. It can't be farsighted. She's nearsighted, I think. I'm not fit to be a hunter, never was. It's only natural that chores like washing sheets and preparing meals fall onto me. I yearn to do more, to be more. I've looked up to Itoka ever since I could remember. No matter how hard I tried, I simply couldn't give up on my dream. I had to be just like her. I begged her to teach me everything she knew. From the basics of drawing a bow to precise aiming techniques that few hunters use. Yet, despite all our efforts, my sight failed me where it counted most. All my life, I thought this was simply how nature intended me to be. I was content to accept my lot. But now that I know spectacles may improve my eyesight, I feel hope. I feel hope. If I could just try them, mayhap my arrows will fire true. I could join you in battle and maybe even strike down Semidaire, my own arrow. You may have lost the remedy, but this would give us an element of surprise. So I have to try on spectacles for myself. Alright, let's go meet this Yamabuki. A pair of spectacles, is it? I can certainly get your order in the pipeline. I'm afraid there will be a wait. I'm fresh out of supplies, you see, and the next shipment isn't due for a number of weeks. Of course, if you're in a rush, you could roll up your sleeves and get the materials yourself. All you need is a glossy shell of an Absor hawksbill and a cluster of argillant quartz. To bring them here, and my affiliates can be work immediately. Okay. Who knows what schemes Semidaire couldn't contrive should we let down our chase for weeks. Would you be willing to lend me a hand for procuring the materials? If we split up, we should be able to gather them in a blink of an eye. Like the equal pair, I see. In this case, I dare say you'll be able to negotiate with the Blue Kojin for a carapace of splendid quality. Ah, I visited Tamamizu during your investigations in the Ruby Sea. I'll handle the shell. Then I'll get the moss? No, the quartz. That leaves you with the argillant quartz. Pray, look for a cavern near Shoal Rock in the Ruby Sea. Sprinkle some glittering gravel to lure a shoal Iwamushi from its lair within and retrieve a cluster from its shell. Let's be back here when we're finished. Yeah. 60 seconds, right? Excuse me. Is it up or down? What's up? What's up? Nope, it's saying down. Oh, it's inside. Okay. There we go. That's what we were looking for. That's what? Oh. I am waiting. And waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and get him! How's that? We did. Woohoo! It's hard to see anything when you got a bunch of icons on the board. Ah, you're the first to return. I trust you have the quartz? Excellent. This will make for a fine pair of lenses. Now we only need to wait for your friend. I'm back. Sorry, didn't mean to alarm you like that. I spoke with the Kojin of the Bluest plan, but soon learned that Hawksbill shells have been sparse of late. They were unlucky to part with a single one. I was able to wear them down, though, until they proposed an exchange. If I dealt with the Red Kojin who evaded their fishing grounds, they'd spare a shell. I knew my bow would be useless, so I took a leaf out of Ronald's book and fought them up close and personal. As you can see, I took quite the beating, but so did they. I may be a little worse for wear, but the trouble was worth it. I have the shell as promised, and with it, your associates can get started. Indeed they can. Let us first measure your eyesight, and then they can get to work. This is incredible. Everything is so vivid. It won't be long before I probably have to wear glasses. I should get my eyes checked too. Everyone go get your eyes checked. Why, I'm sure I could hit a bird over the horizon. Come, Ronald. I want to fire some test shots at the sign over there. Hold on. That seems like a fine way to earn the ire of the shaky Singumi. I'll prepare some targets for you, so let's move somewhere less crowded. Of course, you were going to the trouble. He's got a point. Don't be firing into him. Then I turned in. I changed to a machinist to just fire my gun right at the target, just to prove a point. It's really like, let's look at what I can do. Yep. Oh. Oh! I did it. I really did it. After all these years, my aim is true. And we find Sammy there. He won't know what hit him. Nice. It's amazing that we actually have that in real life even. Like, your eyesight can be so bad, and then you just put on a pair of glasses, and it's like, it all comes back. I don't know if I can properly describe this feeling to you. After so long, I don't feel like someone pretending to be a hunter. Finally, I don't feel like a burden. As soon as I catch even a whiff of Semidare's trail, we'll stop him for good. When that moment arrives, please lend me your strength for one last time. Together, we'll retrieve the cocoon and return it to my village. A hunter true. This is the last quest. This is it. Your timing could not have been more impeccable, Ronald. A person claiming to be an acquaintance of yours stopped by just moments ago, wishing to have a word about Semidare, no less. They're presently waiting in my room, so give me just a moment, I'll bring them here. An acquaintance. Hey, you're not an acquaintance, you're a friend. You look well, Ronald. Forgive me for eschewing pleasantries, but there is an urgent matter I wish to discuss. Hmm. Ah! What did it mean? When we first met in Reunion, what did you purchase from the market? What did you eat the night before our trip? Yeah. Although that might not be a good question. I believe we feasted on gula gula meat. You and he competed to see who could bring back the greater hall. So, it would seem you too have grown weary of impostors. Then we can proceed straight into the heart of the matter. You appeared in more a few days ago, claiming he had been driven to madness, that he was assembling an army in Doma with plans to conquer the Azim Steppe. You do know I would never do that, right? For a blessing. We've already received word from Indoman Envoy that an agitator was mimicking others and saw the ruse for what it was. Unfortunately, when we attempted to capture them, the impostor transformed into a sheep and disappeared upon the bands grazing on the plains. When I informed our friends in Doma of the incident, I was told you had been using Kugane as a base to track down the perpetrator, and thought it best to apprise you of this happening. Semidare. He won't relent. His schemes won't end until we make them end. You may discover a clue as to his whereabouts in Reunion. If anyone in the state has seen him, that is where they will be. Now, I must alert the other tribes to this threat. May the wind speed you away. Still putting my face on of all things. Off to the Azim Steppe, then. With any luck, someone in Reunion will have insight to offer. No one's stirring up trouble. A quarrel among the tribes is as common as the rising sun. Not a day goes by without it. Now, if you excuse me, I have goods to sell in your quarries somewhere. Somewhere else. God, look at all the quests. Conflict is forbidden in Reunion. This is known as for my tribe, all is at peace. I heard a rumor of interest, however. It seems Magni of the Oriner has been behaving strangely of late. Perhaps that is related to the matter you are investigating. Uh-oh. Conflict, not besides the normal quarrels between tribes. Certainly no disputes on the scale you speak of. I've heard rumors that Magni has been sneaking out on the Dawn Throne. Where could he be going, and to do what, I wonder? Interesting. Fascinating. Oh, over here. Were you able to learn anything of interest? I've also heard the rumors pertaining to this Magni. One person even stated they saw him headed towards a place called Bardam's Meadow not long ago. Mayhap his is the form Samidare has chosen to take on. Whatever the case may be, we'll find the answer in Bardam's Meadow. We can't allow Samidare's depravities to go on any longer. Steel yourself for when next we face him. We're putting an end to all of this. Oh, this is it. Good, you're ready. Once the battle begins, there's no telling which form Samuel might take. An eminent warrior, a fearsome beast, or worse. He's also shown more scrupulous behavior in his preparations of late. Whatever his form, we would do best to assume that he has thoroughly studied its strengths, used them in full effect. Yet I am not a feeble hunter as I was before. Together with your martial might, my Exian eye, we will defeat him. At long last, Itoka shall have her vengeance, and my village shall see the cocoon return. Eye level 680. So now I'm pushed all the way down to the 680 eye level. My beautiful bright sun, I would bask in your warmth till my turns to the earth. That's not her. Has the furrowed dog gone rabid? You speak these honey words to lure me into your... Just slit my throat as I say... Hush, fool. I'm your Nama. Though we had our disagreements in the past, I've come to understand my actions were born of love. Yet, only now that I am forced to wed, do I realize this. Despite my shame, I wish to confess my feelings before it's too late. Wed? Dr. All like you? To whom? To what? He and... No, he would never. By becoming kin, he seeks to leverage the influence of the Darfral to claim dominion over the steppe. The Doman knows no... That's... So... Very well, I would consider your proposal. Far-fetched though it may be, I cannot overlook the possibility that you are mine. But first, we must gather our warriors. The Doman impudence cannot go unpunished. We march for Doma come tomorrow's dawn. That is not your moon. That's not Saru. Saru would never. First of all, would never. Second of all, Saru would never. And finally, she would never. You, what are you doing here? It is not obvious. They are spies of Doma. Come to squash any thought of resistance. You must kill them quickly. He is the... Again. What the? Do you not know? That's definitely not Saru. She would never swing her cane, her weapon. She would instead have casted a massive blast of magic. Something you do not have. You two are quite the persistent pair. I had hoped to strike you at your backs from the shadow, but now you force my hand. I will select from my repertoire the greatest warriors I have witnessed, and use their strength to give you the death you so crave. Well, this will be entertaining. Beginning with her. Who? Dare you? When my ear pierces your breast, it took will finally know peace. I think we forget. Finally, an actual challenge. It's been a while since I played. Very good. Gotta wait till that. Yep. How would you hurry? I'm losing health. Oh, don't transform into him. He's gonna do it. He's gonna transform into the brute. You made me, yes. You made me lose my fan of brush. How dare you? Oh, you transformed into her. Her for me? How dare you? Ow. Okay, I'll take the blame for that. Is it not enough? It's happy. Ten seconds. You're much weaker now. You sure about that? You seem much weaker now all of a sudden. Oh. Do it. Ooh! Right in the wing. Only in the shoulder. A shame. Not even, you didn't even hit his. You didn't even hit his black heart, sadly. He's fine. He's fine. Am I standing on what's his name? That's what it kind of looked like for a moment. It's finally done. Yeah! We did it! What am I doing here? It feels as though I just woken up from the strangest dream. Oh, well, you see, this cowardly cur assaulted you from behind and knocked you unconscious. You have shown the sun disgrace this day. You have feel my scorn impressed upon your flesh. You shall forget the warmth of your radiance, and in the shadows you will scream, yet none will hear. Prepare yourself. What the fuck? What in the world? What was that? Death would have been too good a fate for him. He deserves to spend the rest of his days feeling the weight of his crimes. Now we've honored Itoka's memory and reclaimed the cocoon. No words can express my gratitude, Ronald. I can finally go home, but my community awaits our foremost hunters' triumphant return. What expression will come over their faces when the village disgraces its arrives instead? I don't know if I can bear to see. But you can see. But you can see. You have glasses now. You can see. God, I haven't heard this song in a long time. Our journey to reclaim the dream weave cocoon has come to an end at long last. Would that I could return in high spirits. As I recall, you said Shisobe, the one who requested your help. Yes, let us make the journey back to Toyolo and report to her all that has happened. Yes. Oh, let's not do that. Okay. Yeah, let's not use okay. Yeah. Bam. 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 Yay, we did it! We did it! We did it! Woo! We did it. We did it. Sorry. You're back! Were you able to retrieve the Dreamweave cocoon? Itoka isn't with you? We have lots to discuss about that, but... Kakuki, thank goodness you're alive. May our soul rest in the cocoon's embrace. I can't believe he took us gone. Yes, our village's greatest hunter is lost to us, while its greatest failure survives. Here, take the cocoon back where it belongs, home. I have no right to return. Don't be ridiculous. You are a child of the forest. You are a dear sister. You can always, always come home. The entire village has been worried sick about you. We all saw how crestfallen you were. So when you suddenly disappeared, we feared you took your life. For 3 days and 3 nights we scoured land and water to find you. Yet look at you now, Yuki. Not only are you hale and whole, but you have reclaimed the cocoon too. I'm sure that Itoka's spirit, hunting in the forest above, is smiling down on you with pride. And she would much rather you take up her mantle and protect the village than wallow in guilt over her death. Nothing escapes your gaze now, after all, isn't that right? Thank you, Sashiba. Sashiba? It's settled. You will return home with me, and finally our village can breathe a sigh of relief. And it would be remiss of me not to thank you properly, Ronald, for assisting in reclaiming the Dreamweave cocoon. You have my heartfelt gratitude. I was little more than a liar and a hypocrite when we first met. But during our time together, I discovered that I'm so much more than that. That with the right tools, even I could become a hunter worthy of following in Itoka's footsteps. I'm truly grateful to you for helping me to see that. Farewell for now, Ronald. I hope that one day our paths may cross again. I guess in Toyota and such, they believe that glasses are apparently decoration, like accessories, not realizing no, they help people see. Like if you have eye problems, go see an eye doctor. It's like get your eyes checked if you can't see very well. Sight is very important. Oh, there it is. We're done. Oh my goodness. Progress. So, like I said, these should have been done a long time ago, but I was just like... So what are we doing next time? What's this one? That's the healing one. Oh, is my healing stuff prepared? Yeah, okay. Then we'll do this next. We'll just stand here. And there we go. Alright. But with that, we're done. We're done for now.